Hello world. Today is another subscribers request, episode 15. I got a request again from this guy. He wants me he asked me again to make a locomotive, but this time he said, please sir, make a full video of Indian locomotive making it in Blender. That's a little bit unusual, I would say. I didn't know what Indian locomotive is, but I googled it. And Google gave me results like this. And in my opinion, well, Indian locomotives not really different from others, and they're actually quite similar to other locomotives. I don't see a difference. So I decided to model, and most likely I'm not going to be able to complete it, especially the full thing. So today I'm just going to do a part of it, or some parts of it. I'll try to do it within an hour. And the one I liked mostly is this, the blue one. I liked it a lot, the design of it. It's very, how to say, kind of simple, but yet like somewhat elegant design. I like it, simplistic and elegant. So probably it's a very spontaneous thing to me. I just started it without any preparation at all. And last time during a video I was talking about what was the topic of the conversation. It was I think the why movies are so bad. Today I don't even know what to talk about actually, and I'm just going to talk about like recent events or what's going on right now and my thoughts about it. What I'm thinking about the situation with this virus going on. It just starts getting really annoying. Can't wait to get to normal again. And it's kind of getting difficult. And is it scary? Because the place I am right now, we don't feel danger, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, so maybe that's why we don't feel the danger of that virus. And I don't know what to do. Just apparently this thing going to be lengthy. It's not going to go away soon, unfortunately. The virus. And we're gonna have to get used to it, probably, to a situation like that. Your life is not going to be same again for sure, with this thing going on. And if you look at the actual statistic, it is a bit odd. I did my own research. I'm not an expert in anything, so don't take my research as something serious, but there are 7 billion people in the world, and total amount of I got some issues with my internet connection. Please. Something is wrong. Give me a second. I did a little research. Well, just if you calculate like how many people in the world, 7 billion, and how many actually has that virus, and it seems it's not a lot. It's actually what was I googling? I googled the thing like how many people die daily in the entire world, and it gave me a number like somewhere around 400 people daily dying from natural causes every day in every country. 400 people probably from getting old, from diseases, other diseases, from car accidents, from things like that. 400 people daily in every country. It's all approximate number. It's, probably you're gonna question me how I come up with this number, but come on, my internet connection died completely, and I wasn't able even to save some references. I saved very few. Okay, now it seems fine. Okay. There are not that many references of this blue train, and also the quality is a little bit low. If you can see, it's just 600 by 338 pixels. It's really low quality references. And there was a name of that train when I googled it before. I'll try to find it one more time. Yeah, Elstall. I think it's the name of that locomotive. So, back to the topic of that disease. The 400 people dying daily in every country, and the numbers I get online, they kind of matching that numbers. And that disease, it's very bad news for people who has health issues. Of course, there are even younger people dying, like in their 30s, but most of them, at least from our news, we're getting they had chronic diseases, so that's why they get complications and died. And this thing never ever happened before, as they say. It's all new, but you kind of keep wondering if numbers are all like that, and 400 people dying daily just from Come on, so something. I got another internet connection lost. 400 people dying in every country daily. You have to admit the numbers are kind of odd, and maybe it shouldn't have been as how to say. It's I don't know how to explain it. I have difficulty with this. Expressing my thoughts. I have to read more to be able to express my thoughts correctly, more how to say understanding or clear. And I saw some videos on YouTube about what's going on in the United States. There are protests like COVID-19 doesn't exist and things like that, and I don't know what to think now, because I look at the numbers and it's like 0.0% compared to a total population, and it is kind of a little bit weird, and because of that it's difficult how to say not to adopt some of the news and what's going on. But I have elderly parents and I'm concerned about them and about my health too. I don't want to die. I like PlayStation too much. I like too much PlayStation. It's a lot of fun, and there are a lot of different fun stuff in life. Why I have to give up now just because of that? Right now I'm collecting reference images to start the model, and most likely I'm not going to complete it within one session, and I'm not sure even like I will be able to complete it at all. I'm just going to show the way, probably. Okay, maybe this is enough for now, and let's start actual modeling. And again, I just opened the file I did last time, the train, the locomotive I modeled last time, because these lower areas of the chassis or cart, how they call it, I don't know in English. I apologize for that. It's a very generic and most of the train. So I showed you last time where I get this model. I get it from internet, Warehouse 3D, SketchUp Warehouse 3D website. You can download. There are a lot of models of trains, locomotives, everything, different quality, and if you have opportunity to just to download the model, don't waste your time for actual modeling, because time is very precious and very limited, and you cannot waste too much time. So this time I think I'm going to use this train, this chassis, this cart, lower areas of this train to model. And also I forgot to show you, I turned off screencast for now, because I'm going to show you what kind of issues I have with it. Come on. It's taking a long time. Look, what's going on right now. And if I turn screencast keys, if I turn it on, you see what's happening? It's flickering. Why? I don't know. And maybe I'm going to turn on and turn off the screencast during this session. Okay. Just temporarily turn it off. Maybe I don't need fog right now. It's interesting what's going on in different places with this virus. What I see in the news, I know, like, I cannot really completely trust it, or I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. That's my phone. Okay. And the information on the social media, it's also kind of, there are a lot of fakes, and I don't really know what's going on. And that's what makes it a little bit scary too. When you don't know, and don't know what to think, what to do. Okay. This was last time work. 1 hour work, and this time I'm going to use this train. I'm not going to model a train, a locomotive from scratch. Everything it's gonna take way too much time, and again, the time is precious, and try to not to waste it too much. So again, I wish I had something entertaining to say, or smart. I was thinking maybe I should read some jokes from the websites, but I don't think that's a good idea. I just wanted to talk, and I just wanted to share my genuine opinion about stuff. Okay. Last time I was talking about movies. This time maybe I should talk about what I like a lot. I really like video games. Well, I used to play a lot. I used to waste so much time actually on video games when I was younger. When I had PlayStation 1, that very first one, and I had a game I really like, Gran Turismo, the racing game, and I was playing it so much, just driving in not real virtual tracks, going circles around and around so many times, and sometimes I feel shame that I wasted so much time on a basically pointless thing. because Gran Turismo doesn't have any story in it. It's just about cars. Yeah, I really like cars, and I learn a lot from that game about the cars, but it's still no good to waste that much time. Just going just circling virtual tracks. I bought the latest one, the GT Sport or something, and I was so disappointed. I don't know, it didn't have that magic anymore. Maybe I'm too old now, and now I understand that driving around the track hours and hours, it's just a pointless, just a waste of time. I wish I had that understanding before. Unfortunately, when you are young, when people are young, they don't have that knowledge. So Gran Turismo, but I liked it. I really liked that game. The game was good, but it's just I don't like that I spend way too much time on it. Just way too hours and hours. You know, there is in Gran Turismo there is a racing mode. It's called 24 hours endurance race, and I did it at least twice. You know what it is? It's playing 24 hours in a row, just circling one track in one car, nothing else. Why they had that mode, I don't know. It's a challenging mode, very boring, because you can drive a couple hours on a circle on a track, but not 24. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Also, I really liked the game. I spent way too much time playing it. The Resident Evil 2, which they made a remake recently, and it's a little bit too expensive now. I want to buy games when the price is reduced a little bit, because don't want to overpay. And now, because of the situation going on in the entire world, I kind of have to be careful with money and everything. There is no real work, a real job. Everyone is stay at home, and everything is complicated and difficult. My boss is supporting me for now, even though there is no real work, but the support is barely anything. So just stay at home and try to use this time making as many videos as possible. And at the same time I'm learning a lot too. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that there is opportunity to learn. For example, I started modeling the lady, the spacesuit thing, and it's actually my very first character. I did characters before, but very few and cartoonish characters. It's relatively simple, and and it's not going too well, the actual character modeling. And I called it spacesuit, but I'm just modeling, stuck on a female body, and to model actual realistic body or human, like a realistic human in a blender. It's not easy task for anybody, I think. You have to do it a lot to do it well, and this is my very first one, so it doesn't look okay. It's video, that one of the latest video, it's actually looked really ugly, kind of scary at some point. Okay, now when I turn on the wireframe, you can see some disproportions, slight disproportions. At the same time, it's better to look at different angles to see what kind of shape there is. Okay, the glass area, windshield area, is actually flat. It's cool looking front of the locomotive. I like it. Very simple and still cool looking. Gallant, like a Mitsubishi Gallant. The what's a series? Not the last one. Last one is actually really ugly. The one I got the 2000. I got already second one. It's actually really good looking car. Just quickly, I'll Google it to show you. I don't know, in my opinion. I think, yeah, it's the 8th generation, yeah, this one. This one, in my opinion, is a very good looking car. Very simple. I actually like, even not there are a lot of tuning kits for this car, but I personally like just a very regular car. It is a very attractive vehicle, in my opinion. My personal opinion. I don't like modern designs because they kind of look fat and overweight. Of course, engineers, they're trying to get the space inside the car as big as possible, but still, because of it, the cars doesn't look light and how to say, they don't have streamlines. They look slightly fat. It's a very cool looking car, in my opinion. Sorry, distracting. Is that the word? I got distracted. This train kind of has that similar quality. It's very simple. There is nothing like extraordinary going on in design of it, but it's still looking very cool. It's a very fine balance to make it simple and still cool looking. So okay, let's keep modeling. It's already 30 minutes past and I didn't do anything yet. That is no good. Okay, and I completely forgot to put radiuses around. I don't know about young people. Do they play video games a lot? No, I think everybody play video games. So, even my dad, he likes to play, but he's playing, the card games. Everyone in my family, except my mother, play video games, some sort. There are games now in cell phones, and before, on old days, it was some Tetris and some simple games. Now it's all so sophisticated, cool, and you can have really cool and like AAA quality games basically on your cell phone. Which is cool. It's cool to have all entertainment in your world in your pocket. It is kind of nice. That's why I'm a little bit jealous of the younger generation, because my days there were not much entertainment going on, especially the place where I'm from. It's tiny village in the middle of nowhere. So PlayStation was a big deal. That place where I'm from. PlayStation was a really cool thing. My lady friend, my lady companion, my girlfriend, she's actually much younger than I am, and sometimes I try to observe what she does, what she do to entertain herself, and she's play video games also. She's not as nerdy as I am, but she reads a lot of the manga, or they call it manhwa. So it's just like manga but from South Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, she explained it to me like that. Manga, it's a Japanese, and manhwa, it's from South Korea, basically similar stuff. And she reads way too much about relationships. So, I don't know, in my opinion, but she's a girl. I guess they supposed to be like that. And we have a big age difference, and sometimes, well, of course it's cool for me. I'm almost 40. She's 21, and but sometimes it's difficult. It's very, very complicated. and I am in no way, how to explain it, good material to be a boyfriend. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm no good. And we keep our relationship kinda in secret. Well, we were trying at least to keep it low, because her guardian doesn't approve this kind of type of relationship with that kind of age difference. And the people are judgmental, so it is, and because she's young and not experienced, there are sometimes problems. It's interesting, like when you're older, to observe what people like younger people, what they do, what they think, and some of the things they say, and they how to say that correctly, it's just ridiculous. And because I have life experience, and some of the things 20 years old say and do is so stupid, and but it's because of the lack of experience. It's okay. I was probably worse when I was 20 years old. Yeah, of course I was worse. What was I doing? I was just playing video games all the time. So I cannot really judge her. I cannot tell nothing. She's hot and I'm not. Probably she's gonna leave me. Most likely. I'm not sure that it's gonna work or not. I hope it's gonna work, but maybe for me it would be better to have age appropriate relationships. My younger brother is 12 years old, younger than me, and my youngest sister, 20 years old, younger than me. And I'm trying to explain them, trying to teach them that the most important thing is try to learn how to make money, how to be successful. Do not waste too much time on playing video games like I did. But they don't listen. Some of their opinion and what they say is just, again, so crazily, well, I wouldn't say stupid. Again, it's just lack of the experience. You have to have some experience. I think I was extremely stupid, at least till I was around 25. Because at 25 I started to read, actually, real serious books. And only then I start to understand a little bit life. But when you're 25 and when you try to be, how to say, when you notice some stuff, it's not like your experience at the zero level. You are not child anymore at 25, and I start to pay attention what people do, why they do what they do, and it was kind of how to say it correctly. Well, a lot of things become clear to me after I start notice. I start observe people, what they do, why they do what they do, and you have to pay attention to things like that. That is for sure. So if there are young people, I'm telling you, because of the modern world, is a capitalism, unfortunately, just to learn how to be successful, learn how to make money. This is very important skill. Well, I think is the most important skill. At least at the age I am now, I see clearly. It doesn't matter what kind of music you listen, or what do you when I was younger, it was such a big deal what kind of music you're listening. Is it pop or hard rock or all sorts of crap, basically. And it was such a big deal for younger people, and now I see it's all such a bull crap. So it's so not important in real life, especially later on. So try to learn how to make money. And it is difficult, because from my experience, from what I see, in order to make money, you have to, you shouldn't have conscience. You know what I'm saying? You have to be bad. You have to be, and it is kind of, I don't know, is that fair system or not? Because my instinct somehow tells me you have to be good to people. You cannot cheating them of the money and cheating them out of money, and any business it is kind of cheating people out of money. Any business, if you really think about it. And I cannot be like that. I have to admit, I completely not business minded. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm very idealistic even now. Even when I'm 40, it should have ended 20 years ago, my idealism. And it is difficult. But I'm trying to not to lose the hope, and because now I'm 40 and I understand a little bit more life, and I'm kind of how to say it, well, not, I don't want to say weird, but probably I am, because I have idealistic mind, and I want to make billions of dollars. I want to be like they say, obscenely rich, because I'm kind of tired to be moneyless all the time, and at the same time also I want to keep my idealism. Is that possible to be idealistic, to be good and at the same time become a billionaire? I don't think it's possible at all. You have to be bad. You have to not have conscience mind. You have to know how to cheat people out of money. And also another contradicting thing, I want to become a billionaire, but at the same time I want my product and to be available for people for free. It's completely for free. Is that? But it's not possible. It's contradicting. It's contradicting. How can you make profit if you give away stuff? So, a very complicated man. I am very complicated man. Well, basis is complete. The base of the train, but I think height is, we can always compare it like this. Well, in general it's look like I'm working as a sculptor, is that correct to say sculpture? Sculpture and sculpturist? No, it's not a word. The person who makes sculpture, the artist who made sculptures. I don't know the actual name. I gotta Google it probably. Let me Google it very quickly, because it's bothering me that I don't know that word. Yeah, sculptor. I was right. Okay. And that's basically what I'm thinking about all the time now. How to become obscenely rich, but make your products available for people for free, and stay idealistic as I am now. It's all contradicting, and how to say it correctly. Well, it is impossible, but I'm still wanted to try to do it. For example, this, well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't call them tutorials, because I don't think I'm skilled enough to make actual tutorials. I just make these videos and I hope they'll be useful for some people. And I'm not taking money for it, and I want all videos to be completely free for everyone. That's why I share them. That's what I do, and hopefully people will like it. I never actually did any locomotives before. It's my basically second locomotive 3D model. And again, the thing with the timing and everything. Just a second. If you don't have time, you should just don't. Oh, sorry, it's my cell phone. I gotta answer that. Give me. I have to pause it for a second. Where did we stop? What was I talking about? I lost it. I was talking about that. If you don't have time, and usually there is no time, time is always very limited, just download the 3D model of the internet. Do not waste time on modeling everything. So yeah, that's my advice for you people, 3D modelers who do computer graphics. Try to save time everywhere you can. Do not waste much time on unnecessary tasks. Yeah, if you have to model some very specific model like this, yeah, you're gonna have to model, but still you're gonna save a lot of time on modeling these areas, these very detailed areas, because these details, these parts are going to eat up all your time. So I'm repeating myself because I already told it in a previous episode, I think, the episode about locomotive, that if you have ability, if you have how to say, if there is a chance, just download a file from internet, just download it off the internet and use it. Do not waste time. Time is too precious, too valuable nowadays. So, okay, let's continue. And I think when the cell phone call, there was 45, almost 50 minutes. So I have only 10 minutes to complete this video to make an hour, because I'm going to do just an hour video, because more than an hour it's difficult to upload. It takes forever to upload a file which is more than an hour length. So I forgot the conversation. What was I talking about? About $1 billion. Yeah, my favorite topic. How to make $1 billion. How to become obscenely rich. That's because I want to become obscenely rich, because I don't want to work at all. To be totally honest, I'm extremely lazy. I don't know. And to be perfectly honest, it's just my opinion. Of course, I could be wrong, but I think a lot of people are lazy too. They just don't admit it. Just don't tell it. Okay. Who wants to work? Nobody. Nobody wants to work. Oh, we have an issue here. We have issue here that it's better to get back. And the best way to make $1 billion, well, I don't know for sure, because I didn't make $1 billion. I actually cannot make a rent sometime. So, in my opinion, if you want to learn something, you gotta learn it from people who already did it. So, listen other people who make billions. Those people, they know, because they already did it. Don't listen a lot of people who are like what's they call it, business coaches. There are a lot of internet advertising about business coaches. Like there are people completely unknown. They say they are very skilled how to make business, how to make money, but nobody knows them, and they are all business coaches. I don't think that's you cannot trust it. It's must not trustworthy people. Completely unknown. If you want to become billionaire, just listen other billionaires. Yeah. What they did. Listen their interviews, their biographies. There are a lot of documentaries, and try to learn from them. This piece of geometry actually a good example of the geometry which is kind of not optimized. As you can see, I think you can see my mouse movements. You see these edges are all stretched here, and let's see, it's not optimized way. It is look okay now, but there is a automatization of the optimization of geometry. It's called beautify faces. There is operator, is this thing. In the edit mode, go faces, beautify faces, and look. Now it look much better, but it screw up this normals. This normals probably because it has some vertices, and let's try to fix it by selecting all vertices, going to the vertex and merge vertices by distance. Oh, it made it much worse. Let's get myself in. Sorry for that. And now let's try to fix it by going to normals. Oh, auto smooth turned on. What's going on? There is a way to fix this piece. It's a little bit more complex. You just add a mesh, but just a regular plane, and join this bed mesh to that plane geometry which was created in Blender. It didn't help at all, even auto smooth. I screwed it up, and this is a really bad situation because of the for example, if you're doing for real client something for somebody, and if you have a deadline, and if you stumble upon issues like that and don't know how to fix it, it's really bad. Let's try another method. Come on. Even flattening shades didn't help. This is actually, come on. Let's try to recalculate. Didn't help at all. It used to help joining exported geometry piece to existing geometry in Blender, but it didn't help now. I don't know why. And I screw up this geometry by trying to beautify faces. Let's try to add modifier. Okay, modifier actually helped. Edge split modifier. If you have geometry like this and you cannot fix it with auto smooth, just go to the modifier, add modifier, edge split. And it basically does what auto smooth does. It's a split geometry on with a 30-degree angle. More than 30-degree angle, it's sharp, the geometry edges. So, oh, I wasted a lot of time by talking. Okay, well, I think for today this is it. I will try to make second half, because it's not even near complete, even just the front piece. We just made the basis of it, and so I'll try to make another episode, and I'll try to complete at least the front part of the train. Well, but this is it for today. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave a mean comment in the comment section below. Till next time, bye bye.